Today, I'm going to be showing you how to find abandoned locations using resources you didn't know you had, and that's starting right now. When you first start exploring, first thing that people most often do is jump onto Google and type in abandoned places near me or how to find abandoned locations. I know that I did that. I mean, I don't know if you did. You might have the luxury of already knowing all these places, but I know that that's what I did, so that's where we're starting. Most people don't actually know what to search for. They will find articles or they might find some certain things to do with abandoned locations, but most people just don't know what to look out for. Google is fantastic with this sort of stuff. You know, from blog posts to articles to newspapers to everything. There is an abundance of information here that will lead you to the right place, to the place that you want to be, to the place that you want to explore. So let's just start there. Let's jump onto Google and let's do it. All right, so what most people do when they open up Google, they go abandoned places. We'll go New South Wales. This might not apply to you, but it's sort of a general rule that a lot of people can follow. Abandoned places, New South Wales. All right, so right as we've just come here, we've got 5 abandoned places, Sydney. Who Magazine. That is a resource that we can leverage to ourselves. So, it's got a little article with some cool photos and stuff like that. We've got Waterfall Sanatorium. Opened in the early 1900s, this tuberculosis clinic treated patients in Sydney suffering from debilitating tuberculosis. Old hospital covered in vines, shrubs, trees, completely overrun by nature. Looks like something out of a zombie movie. Okay, so we've got Waterfall Sanatorium here. That's location number 1. So let's open up a new tab and go Waterfall Sanatorium and Lost Collective. There's a gallery here, so we've got this stuff here. Alright, doesn't show us much. There's a lot of stuff. This automatically right here on the side, on this right hand side, we've got a lot of abandoned places, a lot of stuff that we can look at, a lot of stuff that we can actually use. So let's chuck this up into our bookmarked area. All right, so this doesn't tell us much. So Travel Bug Official, Find and Connect Waterfall Sanatorium. Let's try and find that. Alternative names, Garawara Hospital for consumptives. All right, so let's type in Garawara Hospital. Location, Waterfall Sanatorium was situated off Princess Highway, Waterfall. Okay, so we've already got some stuff here. This is some really good stuff. Let's go into this new tab. Let's go Garawara Hospital. And boom, it comes up. It immediately comes up. I have saved this location, so I know where it is, but it immediately comes up with stuff here. So how easy was that? We found one massive location already. You just got to leverage what you have. You got to leverage what you know. And just do a little bit of research. All right, let's go for something a little bit more less traveled. What's a place that I don't know? Let's go abandoned bakery. That sounds cool. Ooh, here's something cool. Okay, World War II fortifications, New South Wales. Okay, so here's something that you might not know. On Wikipedia, Coastal Defences Australia during World War II. This literally has every single World War II fortification, bunker, or anything like that in New South Wales, in Queensland, or just in general in Australia. This is really helpful. So if we go New South Wales, here we've got Park Battery Hill, Newcastle, Scratchley Battery, Newcastle East, Wallace Battery, Stockton, Tomaree Battery, Shoal Bay, Port Stephens, Banks Battery, North of Cape Banks, sorry, Henry Head Battery. This literally gives us like all these. Look at this one here, Malabar Battery. This is the place that I've been to, by the way, known as Burra Point Battery. This literally gives us everything. And if you type in, let's go to, open up a new tab. Let's go to Google Maps. And we're just going to Google Maps. It's fine by me. And we go Malabar Head. Straight into Google Maps. Boom. Malabar Headland National Park. Chuck it into satellite mode. And what do we have here? We've got Magic Point. And look at this. If you zoom in, you find this thing here. Obviously, you might not have it pinned or anything like that, but this is what you're looking out for. Burra Point, you just have to find locations. Like, you literally just have to use the resources that you've got. Like, it is so easy to find locations, especially, and look at this, there's one right down here, right here. It's that easy. You have to leverage the knowledge that you have already. Use the resources that you've got. Now, another thing that you can do is you can become an integral member of abandoned groups in your area. So that means Facebook, that means Instagram, that means networking, connecting with people. I am terrible at connecting with people, but over the years, I've gotten better. I've become a trusted member in the community, and I want to help people. But being in these groups has its drawbacks. If you are someone like me doing content creation, it is great for your initial boost, but it's not sustainable. And that was one of my first mistakes. But if you are just looking for abandoned places to explore, take photos, become an integral part of these groups, become a trusted member. Don't give away these locations publicly. That is a big no-no. Ones that you can Google search easily, that's fine. Now, there are a million other ways to find locations. And I'm going to show you another one now that you might not actually know. And it's driving around your area. You drive around your area, you will find abandoned locations. There's a couple of things to look out for, which I will tell you about. You want to look out for smashed windows. You want to look out for graffiti. If a place doesn't have a front door. It could just be that you're in an area where that stuff is not abandoned. But generally, if you look out for those three things, you will find abandoned places. I'll actually take you to some and I will show you how easy it is, and we'll do that just right now. Let's just do it. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you things to look out for when you're looking for abandoned places, and hopefully you get some insight as to how I find abandoned places. But just driving around your neighborhood, you might find stuff like this. This here. Years ago, this house was burnt down. This is abandoned. This is trashed. No one is going to be living in here. And as you can see, it's dangerous, but it's still abandoned. So this is an abandoned house. Another thing to look out for is smashed windows. Smashed windows is a big indicator that a house is abandoned. These ones are completely boarded up. I think someone might be squatting here or someone owns it now. But the times that I've explored it, no one's been here. You can see there's a screen door, but no actual door. You can see straight through to the carpet in there. If we come around to this side here, you can see more smashed windows, ripped curtains. You can see a blanket in the window. You can see just a whole bunch of stuff down the end there. These are telltale signs that a house is abandoned. Now, depending on where you live, this might actually be just a regular thing for you. It might be in the slums in your area, people might actually be living in them. Which, I mean, like I said, depending on where you live is really going to depend on the factors that you find with abandoned places or abandoned houses. This, in my area, just happens to be stuff that's abandoned. Now I have one more thing to show you, and this is kind of like a little bonus tip, something that I didn't figure out until later, but it's watching other people's videos. Let's go back to the computer and we'll go from there. The last thing I want to show you, as I said, is a bit of a bonus thing. Looking at other people's videos. Sometimes when filming these places, people can get sloppy. Really depends on who you're watching, where they are, all that kind of stuff. So I am going to show you one of my favorite YouTubers, Sam and Colby. I'm going to show you a video that they did when they were here in Australia, and I'm going to show you how I found one of their locations. Sam. So we'll go Australia. It is, we'll go this one here. It's the abandoned news station video. So this is the Prime 7 news location. The reason why I can really openly talk about this is because it's demolished. It's gone. It's not there anymore. So that's why I'm telling you this one here.
Y'all seen my Wongo? Anyway, guys, we're gonna be here in...
cringy. All right, so it's here in this intro, so I'm just gonna skip this. I'm gonna screw up their watch time. Sorry guys, I love you, but I'm screwing up your watch time. Right here, at this point, this is what I studied. I watched this video probably a couple hundred times in order to try and find this place. So, what we have here is basically where they've parked, and you might be able to see up in the corner here, it's Hanson and Cole. So, let's escape. Let's go here. Let's go to maps. So, they said that they're in Wollongong, or so that was a terrible joke. Sorry, please don't shoot me. What's it say again? It says Hanson and Cole. Hanson and Cole. Wollongong. Wollongong. There we go. Okay. So we've got this here. It's a funeral home, so we chuck that on maps. So I'm pretty sure there's 2 locations in Wollongong. That didn't look right. Hanson and Cole Funerals, Wollongong. So what we have to look for here, we've got to study the video. So we've already got Hanson and Cole. We are looking for a long driveway, which if you look here, this does not have a long driveway. It has this. Let's see what else we can find.
There's only 7 days left of the Halloween merge. It's the inverted version of this.
Check it out. And if you guys like gum holes too, we got those on there. Show them, Sam.
Wait, but...
Okay, so... Okay, here. We've got fences. We've got the blue sign over here. Okay, so we're looking for big open field. This was a couple years ago, so we're looking for big open field. Hanson Cole Funerals.
In other...
Okay, so big driveway, funeral homes, Wollongong. Okay. There should be a couple that come up. There is a couple that come up. Here we go. Okay, I think, yeah, this is it. So, funeral homes, Wollongong. You see here. We've got this here. This is probably where they parked. There's a big driveway. We referenced that to the video.
Inside.
We're here at the scene of the crime in our own station.
In other news, there's only 7 days
We've
left
got,
of
as you can see here, we've got a big driveway.
the Halloween merge. It's the inverted version of this.
Check it out. And if you guys like gum holes too.
Skip forward a bit.
2, 3.
We have a big field and a fence. We go back to Google Maps. Come across here. We've got a big field. So this was the news station. It's no longer there anymore. It's now, as it says here, a Bunnings home improvement store. But all of this stuff here, all of this was abandoned. And they got there right as this was, I want to say, being destroyed. So that's the final tip that I will give you. If you click right here, this should take you to a full playlist full of how to get started with urban exploration. This will be your survival guide to urban exploration. If you click right here, you'll be able to come on and explore with me. You'll be able to come and see all the places that I've been to. I'll be happy to have you come along. And click on my face to join the crew, and I will see you over there.